Hello everyone, I am Neelima and currently I am doing my PhD in ISC Bangalore and particularly if you ask me then it's in Molecular Biophysics Unit Department. So in today's video we will talk about the upcoming PhD interview which will happen on this coming Monday. I think it will start from Monday until Wednesday it will be going on, and so we'll talk about the questions, the mental preparation you can say you should have before the interview as well as during the interview process. Now there are few points you need to keep in your mind in any kind of PhD interview, or let's you can say any kind of interview. So those are like the first point is conceptual understanding, that is very very important. So if any professor is asking any questions, how much that concept is clear to you, that is the first point. The second point would be the clarity of thoughts. Let's say you are saying something or you are answering some question, so how much that thought is clear to you, that is one very very important thing. And last thing I can say, the research interest, which is which should be aligned with the research interest of the professor as well. That is one more thing. Let's say you like developmental biology but the professor likes something else, so it is not aligning, right? So that also one thing you need to take care of, and based on that you need to choose your guide for your PhD. So now there are multiple things in this kind of interview we need to take care of. So one by one I will talk about all these things. So first thing is, if you ask me, the first point is about the interview what you should keep in your mind, that is the fundamental biology. If I am from Molecular Biophysics Unit Department and my background is in botany, so I will particularly talk about biological science background. So if you ask me about biological science, then I will say how the fundamental things. Let's say they are asking about gene regulation, they are asking about biochemistry, they are asking about cell, and all those fundamental topics should be clear to you, and as well as how you are explaining it to the interviewer, that is very very important. So first thing I will say, make your fundamental or basic very very clean. Let's say some protein which actually regulates the DNA replication or transcription or translation, or any amino acid, those are very very basic of biology. So those things needs to be clear in your head as well as in your mind. And second thing is how you are explaining it, that is also important. Other things, I will say, you should read about the biochemical pathways or biochemistry, as well as the unit 13 for the CSIR exam, that is the technique part. So they will ask questions incorporating both the biochemistry as well as technique. So they will merge these two topic and they can ask questions. So last few years what I heard and what I like when I asked my juniors and all, they mostly told me about the techniques, some biochemistry based questions. And let's say they are asking you some, what is your favorite subject, or what is your favorite topic and all. If you say some favorite topics and all, they will start asking from those parts also. So that is also one important thing. So it based on your research interest. Let's say you are interested in plant physiology, so if you say I like plant physiology, so you need to take care of few subject like plant development, plant hormones, plant other stuffs like photosynthesis, basic biochemical process, those. So those things needs to be very very clear. Now they can ask you regarding your MSc thesis, or if you have any research background. Let's say you worked as uh, a research associate or JRF in some lab, and you work on some particular protein, uh, that they may ask questions. If you tell them that okay, I work on this, or I work in this lab previously, I have this background and all, so they will start asking questions. What they asked me during my interview was, so I had a research article during my graduation time, so they started their questions from there, like what have you done, and what is your research findings, from that, and what all studies you can do from this particular study as a background. So they start asking those kind of questions. So those things they can ask. Other than that, they will ask about designing some experiment. Let's say we have given a protein to you, and you want to see the protein folding, or you want to see the particular phosphorylation site in that protein. So they will start asking you the questions how you design this experiment. Let's say they will ask, okay, we are giving you a protein, let's say protein X, and you want to know that in particular position it is phosphorylated or not. How do you design that experiment? So they will start asking these kind of questions. How do you optimize some protocol? Let's say you know this is the way plasmid, so we we purify the plasmid from the cells. Now what is happening is your plasmid yield is very very less. So how do you optimize your protocol from that? Let's say you should get 300 nanogram per microliter plasmid, but you are getting only 20 nanogram per microliter plasmid. So how do you optimize those protocols to get more yield? And like they can ask any particular protocol methodology and all. So those things they can ask. If they okay, let's say they can ask something like, let's say they are giving some hypothesis. Okay, this protein X is there, this protein X is there in Drosophila. Now this protein might phosphorylate some other protein, and they can regulate some downstream pathways. So so this is my hypothesis. How do you prove it? Through experimental ways, methodology basically. So they can ask these kind of questions. Now they can ask you your research interest, particularly that okay, what do you like and what kind of research you want to do, and they will start asking from there itself. Okay, let's say you told them that I like Drosophila developmental biology. Now they will start asking questions from there, that okay, this nanog, this BMP4 and all of those stuffs they can start asking. So I'm talking about broadly in biological science background. If you like ecology, they will start asking questions from Hardy-Weinberg formula and all of that. And particularly they may give you some particular random hypothetical situation. Let's say some ant colony was there, and some food we have given, and these ants are showing this kind of behavior. What do you call this kind of behavior, and how do you prove it experimentally? And all these kind of questions they can ask. So I'm talking about broadly in biological science background. And some basic questions that you need to be clear about, that okay, why you want to join ISC, why you want to join this particular department, why you want to join this particular lab and all. They may start asking these kind of questions as well. And let's say you are saying you told them that okay, I like this particular topic. Now they will start going deep in that. So let's say they are asking about some protein, let's say protein X. Now they start asking the basic questions. Okay, let's say we have this 528 amino acid in this particular protein. Now Now how you will demonstrate that this protein is folding in this way or that way, those kind of things, or regarding this protein folding, primary structure, secondary structure, loop, helix, this kind of from biochemistry based questions, these are very very common. Amino acid structure are very very common. If you ask about based on MBU questions, that is molecular biophysics unit. So this department based questions, they will start asking you thermodynamics, they will start asking you spectroscopy, and some structure related questions. Let's say if you are interested in X-ray crystallography, if you are interested in cryo-electron microscopy, and all of that they also ask. So I will suggest you, if you are from biological science background, then make sure you read biochemistry very 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 well. One thing is biochemistry, second thing is technique is the most important topic for any biological science based interview. They will ask you from ELISA, they will ask you from SDS page, they will ask you from other techniques like PCR, like anything actually. So those kind of things they can ask, they may ask. And um, other than that basic, so statistics and all they ask in some other departments like developmental biology. I think they have asked me some other questions, I don't know, but yeah, basic is this only. So basic questions are mainly from this biochemistry, techniques, these only. But if you are interested, let's say in immunology, let's say you are interested in cell biology, those are some particular other topics. Like you are going and for the interview and you want to do your research on developmental biology, so that is the portion you need to be very clear about. Because see, the basic question they will ask about, okay, biochemistry, protein folding, thermodynamics, random questions from techniques. Okay, this technique, how do you prove with this technique, how do you prove that concept with this technique, these kind of things they will ask. But when you tell them that okay, I like this topic particularly, now those professors, those faculties will ask questions from those particular topics. Let's say some professor is working on Drosophila, and you suddenly somehow told them, okay, I like developmental biology, I like developmental biology in Drosophila. So now that particular professor will ask you question, okay, what kind of research article you have read recently for this developmental biology in Drosophila, what are the findings of that particular research paper. They will ask questions like that. So those things you need to be very very clear. Other than that, they can ask you some graph interpretation, that is very very common. So they will ask to draw you some graph random, and they will start asking what is the correlation between x and y. This graph interpretation question is very very common in biological science. Some binding curve they may ask, some, let's say some binding curve they will give some protein and ligand, and they will ask, okay, how, let's say this is an inhibitor, so what kind of inhibitor is this, competitive, non-competitive, and all of that. They can ask about your pH, that's pKa, pKb, and protonation, deprotonation form for this some particular protein, and all of that. They will give you the pi of the protein and how it will behave in this pH, how it will behave in that pH, these kind of questions. And basic technique based questions are very very common. Prepare yourself very very well with biochemistry and technique. These are the basic two topics I will say. And your topic of interest, let's say you are interested in plant physiology, you are interested in ecology, you are interested in developmental biology, you are interested in microbiology, those are particular topics you need to be very very clear about. Other than that, they may ask you why you are interested in this particular topic. This is very very common question that okay, why do you like to pursue a research career in this particular field. That is very very common topic. Now multiple students have asked me about multiple questions, like my rank is this, so should I go for the interview? My rank is that, should I go for the interview? And all kind of questions. So I will suggest you, if you get a call letter from ISC, I think you should experience the interview of ISC. So if you are selected in ISC and if you are doing well in ISC interview, I'll say for IITs and all, if you will be sure enough, okay, okay, this interview went well, so maybe for IITs and all I can prepare and my interview will go better. So because what I felt and what I experienced during my PhD interview, that after giving interview in ISC, I was so sure and I was feeling so good that okay, I can answer questions and I can clear some interview and all. So you will be confident enough for the other interviews as well. And whosoever is asking about your rank and all, it's okay, fine. Like in particular few departments, the rank are very, they have already put their criteria, okay, you should be under this rank, let's say you should be under 100 rank from CSIR, or you should be under this rank, that rank. But if you got a call letter, you should go for the interview, what I realized during my interview time. So I'll say whatever happened, give your interview best, give your 100% in that. And I feel if you give your interview well, then there is high chance you will be selected. Because what I realized, they asked me about this, what is your research, what is your background, and I was from botany and I only completed the CSIR syllabus. I didn't have any kind of research experience, any kind of lab experience, nothing I had. So what I realized is, if you have the basics, the fundamental things are clear in your head, you will clear the interview. That is the main thing. And don't think about rank and all. Okay, I'll say there is some impact of the rank as well, but if you are, let's say AIR 30 or AIR 40 in CSIR and you gave your interview very 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 bad, but if you are, let's say AIR 190 or 200 or something, some that kind of rank, and if you gave your interview like the best interview you have given, so you will be selected, obviously, right? So I will say, go for it, give your interview the best. Like whatever they will ask question, try to be confident enough, try to be truthful, that okay, I don't know that, I know that. If you don't know some questions, directly told them, okay, I don't know this, whatever I know I can tell you. So based on that, you should give your answers. Like let's say you don't know something, it's okay, fine, like they will not kill you or they will not eat you, right? So but be truthful, okay, I don't know this, I know this much about this and I can tell you this much, that's all. So I will say, go for it, give your interview best. And any other question you have, you can put it in the comment section. I will try to give you the answer before Monday, obviously, because from Monday you will be in ISC, I think, because from Monday the interview is happening. So all the best to all of you, go for it. And you can see my previous video as well. So for SOP, for PhD interview, I have discussed some questions as well in my previous video. You can check that. But the basic rule of thumb for the interview is you should be clear with your fundamentals like biochemistry and techniques. Second thing, be truthful to your interviewer. Okay, I don't know, I know this, I can tell this much about this topic, that's all. If you don't know anything, just directly tell them, okay, I don't know. If you don't have any research background, tell them I don't have any kind of research background, but I can learn. That you can say, okay, I can learn, I don't have any kind of research background. And don't take pressure about your you don't have any publication beforehand, you don't have this research experience, you don't have anything, but you have your fundamental ready, right? So stay with that thing, that my fundamental is ready. Whatever questions they will ask from these fundamental topics, and from whatever I like, I can give my 100%. So that's all. If you have any kind of smallest questions, you can put it in the comment section. I'll try to come back, and I will try to give you the answers. And all the best to all of you for whosoever is coming for the ISC interview, but particularly from biological science background. And yeah, all the best to all of you. Do well in the interview, and if possible, I'm in molecular biophysics unit department, so you can meet me as well. You can drop me a mail, or I'll be there in the lab itself, so you can see the lab. So but okay, now that is one thing. Second, I want to say something. So there will be 2 rounds of interview. Okay, the first round will be very basic. So if you go to my previous video, these 2 round of thing I have discussed there. So now you will be having 2 round of interview. The first round will be very basic. Let's say biochemistry, very basic, amino acid structure, DNA structure, this protein folding and all. But in the second round of interview, you will be asking some particular questions. Let's say you told I like developmental biology, so they'll ask questions about developmental biology. Let's say you told I like plant physiology, so they will ask, the faculties particularly will ask questions from plant physiology. So be very sure what you are saying, that okay, I like this. You should have prepared for this kind of topics very well. Okay, do well. Check out my previous video as well for the PhD interview in ISC. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section. Do well, and yeah, all the best to all of you. See you in ISC on coming Monday to Wednesday, right? Okay, till then just prepare yourself for the interview, not only reading and all, but also mentally and physically. You should be here, and you should not be sick and all of that, right? So do well. All the best to all of you. See you. Bye.